the quarterback can run. He does a good job of play action passes and break and contain and doing some things that makes it hard on the defense. And then defensively, they're lining up in a multiple 50 front and give us a whole lot of different looks, and got some talented football players on both sides with a lot of starters back. And so they have a history in their kicking game, and I think the guy last year was in an NFL camp, and I think maybe his little brother is the kicker this year. So they're a complete football team that do a lot of things very well, and are going to create some excitement for us, I'm sure.
How do you get prepared for that kind of passing offense?
Well, you hope that you got enough energy to get some pass rush and figure out some ways to get some pressure on the passer. That's always the key. And then they do a whole lot of trying to mismatch you in zones and trying to do a whole lot of crossing patterns. And they do a great job with the screen game, bubble screens, where they're doing it in every way known to man. And so, they're a complete package, and they're a good football team. You wouldn't be ranked as high as they're ranked if you weren't a good football team. And so, and they've done it for years. The coach, Bob Stitt, has been known as a passing game guru for years and years. And so a lot of people all over the country come to see what they're doing. So, it's going to be a good challenge for us as a coaching staff to try to come up with something to slow them down and try to speed us up. So that's the secret.
Do you do anything differently defensively, add any packages or anything like that?
Well, I hope that we got a couple little wrinkles that might help us get some, to slow them down a little bit. We hope we can.
Talking about the offense, after a really good week last week and you get this kind of long week to get prepared, any kind of differences there, or just kind of going with what you had last week?
Well, we didn't dig into complete package last week, but you hope from week 1 to week 2 that you have some really good improvement. We missed some reads, we missed some things that we needed to execute a little bit better. Of course, it's been a short week preparation when you start thinking about flying out here on Thursday to go to Colorado, and it's been a good challenge for us this week to get ready to play a good football team and in a place far, far away from Jefferson City, Tennessee.
I know you had some injuries. Any updates on any of those guys?
Well, we've got some guys that's not going to make the trip, and we've really been hit hard at wide receiver all at once. And we lost Stephen Isom to broke his wrist, and so that's a major loss of a guy that can play. And then his backup went down this week with an ankle, and so his name Jared Bahubby, and so that puts us digging down in there pretty deep at receiver, and then we got some people just banged up. It was a physical game against Wayne State. It was very, very physical. And so we got some people that's banged up some. And I hope that some of them are going to get on the practice field before the week's over so they can get on the plane Saturday.
Do the injuries to the receivers downgrade maybe the passing game at all?
Well, it could if we let it, but we're not going to let it. We're going to have some young guys that's going to step up and play and get the job done for us.
You get to go on the trip. You mentioned you head out on Thursday. What kind of things do you have planned when you get out to Colorado?
Well, we'll go check out a couple of stadiums, and we'll practice with or practice at University of Colorado, and Coach Mike McIntyre is a personal friend, so we'll get our two teams together and talk a little bit together about some things. He wants me to speak to their team, and I want him to speak to our team. And so, hopefully after the ball game, we play at 12 o'clock out there, then we'll have a chance to go see some Rocky Mountain High somewhere, get the chance to visit some mountains someplace. and then get out of there on Sunday morning and head back this way. So we hope to make it. We always hope to make it an educational, experiential trip every time we make a trip like this. But the main thing is to go represent the Lord and honor Him and hopefully win a ball game.